All right, welcome to Earth Day's Nature Walk. I'm going to take you through a forest. It's my dog Luna. This is an interesting place because up here you can see that the trees are mainly maple. And because the ground cover is pretty thin, there's invasive species taking over, but some native ones too. This is a native blackberry here, trailing blackberry. There's also mixed in with nettle. This is down here really cool because it usually dries out in the summer, but the water from the hillside collects down here in this pool of mud. And sometimes you can see interesting tracks in here, but I think all we have today is Luna and human tracks. Now, these are interesting bushes that you're seeing along the side that are filling in. These guys here, they have been in leaf for quite a while now, but when it dries out down here, which it does pretty quick, they lose their leaves. So they lose their leaves around mid-August and early September, when the rest of the area usually still has the green leaves. We go this way, you can see that we're now moving into a different type of forest. And we have lots of cedar trees in this area. And right now I can hear the wind in the trees, but not feel a whole lot down here. Or I found a non-native species here in the tree. Sarah's joined us on our walk today. Sarah, do you know what kind of tree you're standing in?
Maple?
A maple tree, absolutely. And that maple tree looks like it has many shooters growing out of it. It's very big. Is it even, yeah, there's some branches, live leaves up there. During the wind and rainstorm last January, this tree fell over. These alder trees are pretty fragile. We can frequently push them over when they die. All right, I really love this spot because somebody's been doing an awful lot of work in this tree. You can see down below, he's got his woodpecker that's been digging. And also over there's a tree covered in fungi. That tree has died, and the decomposers are taking over. This really cool root system, all these trees are joining together and growing out. Oh, and over here we have a stilt tree. So the tree that has died underneath, but there's the trees that are growing out from underneath it, and as it decomposes down, they will form a stilt tree. This tree fell down also this winter. You can see that they don't have very big roots. This root came out, but there's not very many deep roots. And if anybody was in my class last year, Mr. Rabsky's, we know that these are part of the ecosystem too, because wolves would make their dens in the hole that was created when the trees were pulled out of the ground. All right, look at this fabulous stilt tree too. Oh, on the tree, yeah. If we go back this way, see this fungus on this tree. Because the tree is dying. You also see that even though we're in the middle of the forest, somebody has dumped garbage back here. This tree is already, decomposers have taken over. All right, we're gonna just walk a few more 100 meters over here because there's a really special flower I want to show you. And we're going to transition. We can see that I've been walking down here for many years, but as the summers have got drier and drier, it's taken a toll on our forest down here. You can see through here how many trees have passed away or died from a lack of water. And this is usually a really wet area with the stream running through, and there's a marsh at the bottom, but the forest is now transitioning. Well, this is interesting here too. They're kind of broken up. You can't really see them. But these are owl pellets. So sometimes in the winter we can hear the owls, and we always look up when we see the pellets just in case we catch the rare chance that an owl is sitting up there. Some more beautiful green foliage on the ground here. And our ferns. See all of these little creeks that run steady in the winter go into this marsh that's at the bottom. And this marsh in the winter collects all the animals that are flying south for the winter. The last thing I'm going to show you is right here is these beautiful flowers. Now it just shows that math is everywhere, because these beautiful flowers here have something in common. I wonder if you can see it. It is groups of 3. So 3 leaves, 3 white leaves and 3 on the other side. These flowers are called trilliums. And we've always protected these ones because they're in a very vulnerable state here on the side of the trail, but we have managed to keep them alive. And there's 3 trilliums in this spot too. So that is your nature walk for this Earth Day. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get out for your own walk today and see what you can see and hear and smell and feel. All right, guys, have a fabulous day.